Good morning. Hey, this is Ann at Clinton Parkway Nursery, and if you're listening to in the afternoon, good afternoon. If you're listening in the evening, good evening. I want to talk a little bit about raised beds today on that. As you can see, we have several raised beds here, and I'm going to kind of start, I'll do it quick, but kind of start from the beginning. You can make them out of whatever you want. If you look around, we have one made out of stone. We have one that's made out of treated cedar. Actually, it's not treated cedar, it's treated lumber. You want lumber, not cedar, because cedar rots when the wood comes in contact with the soil on that. We have some made out of landscape timbers. We have some preformed ones that you can buy. You can also, if you come down here to the corner, you can also see that it doesn't have to be in a straight line. You can have an L, make it fit what you have on that. So you can make them out of anything. Now, a raised bed is nothing more than a large pot on that. And actually you can put them in pots too, I forgot about that. But the thing is, realize that you do not use garden soil to fill them up on that. If you use garden soil, that's fine, but you're going to mix it. You want a light mix. You want to mix the garden soil with compost or something that's lighter so that it's not as heavy. If you just use straight garden soil, it'll be too heavy and the plants are not going to be happy on that. We do have a raised bed mix that makes it easy. Rip the top off, dump it in, you can plant on that. So there's different ways to put the soil. So it's pretty easy. You can do, as you can see, this bed is 100% potatoes on that. So you could do, if you had 2 or 3 beds, you can say, I have a potato bed, I have a tomato bed, I have a cucumber bed. You can do that. You can also make combos on that. This particular bed has onions, it has some carrots, it has cucumbers coming up, there's some dill, there's some nasturtiums just to make it look kind of nice, and the great Kansas sunflower on that. So you can do combos of things. Right now you should be harvesting a lot of things. We do not have any tomatoes in these beds because we have our own tomato bed, but you can do tomatoes and peppers and whatever you like, grow whatever you like. But this, with a little bit of rotation, if you look at the this one, we just got done pulling out peas. The peas are done. So what'd we do? We planted sweet potatoes on that. So then we'll have a double crop. We will have, some of these have cabbage and carrots and things like that were our early season crop. We will pull those and we may do another crop of potatoes. And then when fall rolls around, we'll do some cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli again. And we'll do lettuce, spinach, carrots, radishes, turnips. So there's all kinds of ways to utilize these beds and keep them full. As far as, keep them full means you get lots of things to eat on that. So if you got raised bed questions, why don't you come in and stop? We can go over and show you what we have in a little more depth. We can answer questions, we can help you. We can even build you one if you want. So Raised Beds 101 in 30 seconds or less. Thanks for listening. Let's talk to you next time.